Hi Aquarius, this is going to be your art channeled message and tarot reading. I channel messages through art in many different forms. What I started drawing for you was a pyramid. It's a strong Egyptian vibe here. It's very ancient. Something is old, something is history. Emphasis on history. It's long gone. Egypt is a part of history, but surprisingly this has nothing to do with Egypt entirely. I think something is historic in a sense that when it's over for you, or when you're done with it, it will be a part of history. It will stay around. It needs to be significant to go down in history, is what I got. It's like you've heard it all before. This will go down in history as the first wave. I feel like you're making history in a way that you're the first to accomplish this. The first to ever do it. The first to ever even get there. And this doesn't have to be on a worldwide scale that you're actually in history, but making history in small ways, like maybe ending a generational curse. You're the first one to go to college. First one to start a business. First one to make money in that cycle. Could be anything, but you're doing it. And what gets me is pyramids took years, keyword years, ages to build. This is hard or impossible on a surface level, but you're making it happen. I'm getting Kamala Harris. Not to bring politics into this, but that's the reference I'm getting, and it's a good one, regardless of who you're for. She's the first female VP, and we've never got that. It took what felt like years, or many pyramids, or building blocks, improvements to get where we are. You are soon going down in history. It's like never before seen. Aquarius is first, but not the last, to get there. So, making moves. And it doesn't have to necessarily be on a worldwide, like, oh my god, you're famous, but more like you're famous in like your community, you're famous in the family, like you're the first one to break a cycle. First one to do what no one's ever thought you could do. Okay, let's see here. Shuffled this like 3 times, but we're gonna do it again. Okay, or don't shuffle. Get in there. What do we have for Aquarius? First card out. Heart of the reading. TikTok. Yep, I feel like this took a long time. And look, desert, Egypt, it's very ancient. It took a long time. It took a long time to get here. So I'm getting this as generations, years, ancestors, like you're breaking, I feel like a lot of you are actually breaking a generational pattern or a curse. So like this has to do with money too. Getting strong money element. And the clock looks like it's breaking. It's confused. I feel like it's very shocking, like, whoa. I always get this vibe that the clock is ticking. It's so used to just doing the same old, and then when Aquarius comes along, it's like, whoa. The pattern is stopped. The clock needs to stop. We're over. It's time to rewind. It's time to go counterclockwise now. It's time for Aquarius to shine. Chaos and conflict. This is a zebra in giraffe skin. But it's almost like, it looks like it's crumbling down. It's coming to an end, kind of like the clock. The clock didn't expect this. The clock didn't expect to leave this behind. To be the first to end a cycle. So I feel like the cycle is ending and you're like shedding the old skin, shedding that old cycle. Chaos and conflict is over. It's like ceases to exist. It's like you're not gonna go into you're not gonna have another generation like a zebra or a giraffe. You're gonna be a zebra now. It's like never before seen. And also, if you think about it, have you ever seen a giraffe mixed with a zebra? That's rare. You don't see that too often. This is causing chaos and conflict. Get somewhat of a weird side to this, like people are upset with you that you're not continuing the cycle, that you don't have the same fate as them, or maybe that it's like not that they want better for you than they had. It's more like they want you to suffer the same fate. It's like you're elevating higher. You're moving past this problem, but it's making people feel weird, or maybe that just means they're shocked. It's almost like a tower moment. Notice how it's like it's breaking things. So if you're actually just breaking patterns entirely. No more chaos and conflict. Judgment. Looks like they're being called for a mission. For some reason I'm seeing this as a mission. It's like you were the chosen one. I'm almost getting like a Harry Potter vibe. You were the chosen one to beat this. You know how sometimes they call the black sheep of the family, or the one that maybe doesn't fit in, they're the ones that are going to be successful. They're the ones that were chosen to heal, to go forward, not making the same mistakes. It's like you know they were just chosen for a specific path. That's what this is. It's almost like you're listening to a higher power. You were chosen for this. They chose you for this. It's almost like you have a job to do. And you're getting there. I'm also getting you can't turn back time. So if you try to turn back time, that's not possible. Time travel isn't really possible. So you can't turn back time, so why not make it right the first time? I feel like that's someone's motto here. Can't turn back time, so you're listening to the divine. You're listening to the job you need to do. Messages, yep. Trying to reach you. I feel like for some reason you already knew you were meant to do this. Higher powers are trying to reach you. And notice how it's a man, a woman, and a child. This is a generational issue, for sure. I'm even seeing, this is a happy family for the first time in years. Without any baggage, without any abuse, without any pain. You know what I mean? For the first time in a long time. Here's the Page of Swords and Two of Swords. This is very weird to me. Because here it's like they're all eyes, and then here it's like, I don't see a thing. So someone's very suspicious of this. Because once you start doing well for yourself, once you start breaking these patterns, not everyone will want the best for you. And it's definitely what I'm seeing. So it's like, I don't want to look at it because I didn't have that for myself or something like that. I'm even seeing here, it's like, I don't see it coming to me. Ooh, it's almost like the past generation had the option to listen. They could have been the chosen one to change or break these barriers, and they chose not to see it. They chose not to do it. They chose not to fulfill that task. They chose to just watch the chaos and conflict unfold. Something tells me they almost did though, because it's like he's dipping his toe. He's trying to change their ways, but they never did. So someone had a chance to, but it's like now you were the chosen one. Or the first in the family, first in the whatever. Because this ancestor, this person did not. But I think there was an attempt, or they tried to, it just didn't work. Queen of Wands. Three of Wands. The Chariot. Really drawn to down here. It's a very, very Egyptian. Looks like the Sphinx, but here's black and then white. Yin and yang. So it's like a balance between light and dark. Maybe the reason I'm getting a family member vibe. Maybe the reason it didn't get through to them, although they tried, is because they felt like they couldn't embrace their shadow side or the darkness within them. It's like almost like their darkness got the best of them. Their dark side. They never got the chance to embrace their light. And right underneath that we have the sun. But it's like they wish they could have. They thought about it. Like they thought about a better life. But I don't think they've ever taken action on it. Didn't expect to pick up on a different person's energy, but then we have the Queen of Wands. I love that cat. It's like the cat serves as a reminder or protective barrier against the Queen, aka you. This card is all about putting something out and waiting for it to come back. It's like waiting for a response. For some reason I'm saying that's the divine, like you're the chosen one. I'm almost seeing this in a way as like you're Harry Potter. You were chosen to defeat the Dark Lord. Maybe not the Dark Lord literally, but that's the curse, the generational curse. And Voldemort wanted to destroy Harry because he was very powerful. It's like he felt threatened. It's a very threatening energy. You might get very weird reactions when it comes to pulling through and doing better than maybe even those that are in your family or vicinity, because it'll stir some weird emotions in them. They wish they could have done it. I feel like whoever this was even tried to. They dipped their foot in. But when they were told to break the cycle, they chose to just forfeit. I'm saying this is them forfeiting, this is them giving up. Because the darkness got the best of them and they couldn't embrace their light. This is what's really sad about generational, I don't like saying curses because curses aren't real, but this is what a cycle can do. And notice the child here? It's almost like someone didn't get to be a child. These are like childhood wounds. And those are directly correlated to how we are in adulthood. I feel like someone never got to be innocent, or they lost their innocence. And it was a long, long line of chaos, conflict. Someone couldn't be themselves. They had to disguise themselves as a giraffe. But they really wanted to be a zebra. But never before seen, here's Aquarius. Breaking history. Shocking everybody. Look, you're breaking the clock because the clock's so shocked. Clock isn't used to going that way. It's like you're turning back time without actually turning back time. You're making things better. Can't change the past, but you sure as hell can change the present. I feel like also with the Queen of Wands, you're trying to come up with like creative ways to embrace both of them. You know how there's like exercises of staying balanced, connecting with your inner child, you're trying to stay true to yourself. You don't want to lose yourself. Yeah, trying to brainstorm ideas. It's like, here's that Egyptian vibe again. Ancient, it's going down in history. I feel like you might even tell your kids about this. It's like, oh, mommy or daddy broke several cycles because I wanted the best for you. And then here, this is 2 right before 3. So you're up next. It's time for you to expand. It's time for you to want better. It's time for you to be greater. You're moving up for real. And I feel like you're listening to the call. They need you for real. You're the chosen one. It's almost like you're Harry Potter in the scenario. You save the day. You're a hero. You're a hero for future generations and maybe even prior. Because even though they couldn't do it, at least they tried. I still get that energy. At least they tried. It's just more like some type of childhood trauma, I think, got in the way. It's just they embraced their dark side instead of that side. Or they didn't really have a healthy balance. And all of these cards are in the desert. Desert's very dry and boring. It's almost like there wasn't any life here. No enjoyment. It's like something about youth not having a good childhood. Very boring. Like a loss of innocence thing. But not so more. So the sun is shining on this situation. Something tells me whoever's watching this embraces their inner child quite well. You're very happy, you're very fun at heart. I feel like you're also very good with kids. Very good with kids. And it's like you see yourself. It's like, I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to be so great in the future. It's like, this is how all the ideas you have for how you want your life to be. And the Chariot is in like one passenger seat. It's like one seat in the car. There's no passengers. It's like no one's coming with you. You're the only one that did this. Okay, Aquarius, that's the end of this channeled message. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can, and keep this balanced. Keep breaking those curses, even though I don't really like saying it like that, but it's true. You're gonna go down in history or go down in your family as the first person to go to college. That could be several things. Like first one to go to college, first one to I'm even getting generational poverty. Not having yourself what's the word? Together before you have kids. Before you involve another innocent life. You're thinking twice. You're brainstorming, which I like. Okay, Aquarius. That's the end of your reading. Bye.